So check this out, everybody. I seen this argument online about Korra being the weakest avatar, and I refuse to go out like that. I refuse to let Korra go out like that. And she's never no. So we're gonna talk about it. And yes, today you get to see my face. That's weird, ain't it? Yeah, I'm not. I'm trying not to make this a habit, but yeah, today you're gonna see it. So first of all, my statement is Korra is not the weakest avatar. I'm not saying Korra is the strongest avatar. She's not the weakest avatar, right? So, the difference between the avatars we see in action, right? So, in the shows, we see Kyoshi, Roku, Aang, and Korra do the most as far as action. We even see the first Avatar one get his thing going. You know what I'm saying? We get to see how he started, right? So, I came across this post online. This guy was talking about Korra being the weakest documented Avatar to date. His argument was that Aang had to be millions of times stronger than Korra because of the feats and villains he faced. He explained villains and decided Aang was stronger somehow. So we're gonna talk about these villains. But first, I'm gonna discuss the Avatar. The avatars we see, and I'm gonna give my opinion of why Korra isn't the weakest by any means. I actually think she's one of the strongest. Kyoshi's the strongest. End of discussion. So, first of all, we know the Avatar is the one person on the planet that's allowed to bend all four elements, right? So this is already the most powerful bender around. And this man's main argument is that Aang defeated the Fire Lord in the Fire Nation, so let's discuss what other avatars have done. Alright? I'm not cross-eyed. I know y'all right here. Right? I'm just looking over here because this is where my screen is. Alright, so let's talk about Kyoshi first. And I write down notes, alright? So get off me. Stop buttoning. So, Kyoshi, the first avatar we see lava bend. Strongest avatar. Nobody say. She's the first one we see lava bend. She stopped Chen the Conqueror, dealt with the peasant uprising in Ba Sing Se, which is one of my favorite Kyoshi moments. Because she's like, she goes in, she's talking to the king. She's like, "Hey man, you need to listen to your people." And he ain't trying to hear all that. He demands the avatar to do what he said to do. So she need to do what he said to do and squash the peasants. And so she refuses. And he's like, "Guards, detain her, arrest her." And she blasts all of them away with airbending. And she's like, "No, it's not going down like that." And so he's like, "How dare you defy your king?" She gets in his face with one of them fan blades. It was like, "How dare you defy your avatar?" That's some gangster shit. Kyoshi a gangster. I'm just saying. But she did end up forcing mans to listen to the demands of his people, and that kind of stopped the revolt in Ba Sing Se. But no other avatars doing nothing like that except for Korra. Avatar did defeat. Aang. Aang did defeat the Fire Lord. We're gonna keep that one on the back burner. But yeah. Also, after this, she trained. Kyoshi was really concerned with like keeping up the cultural aspect of Ba Sing Se, the Earth Kingdom, and all that good stuff. So she literally trained an elite force of warriors, not the Kyoshi warriors. We know she trained them, but the Dai Li agents was also funded by Avatar Kyoshi. Kyoshi saved her young lover from pirates by lifting earth pillars from the sea floor. I don't think y'all understand how far away the sea floor is from the surface of the water. She did that. And that's something even the most powerful masters can do. Like, as far as I'm concerned, Kyoshi's the strongest, right? You agree with that? You don't agree with that? I don't care if you agree with it or not. So, next we're going to talk about Avatar Kurik. Avatar Kurik was the avatar before Kyoshi. Right? So, Avatar Kurik is the short-lived avatar. He had a short life. My boy didn't get shit done for real. But he was the more spiritual one. Kurik's fights were mostly in the spirit world, which is kind of what killed him slowly. Like, all that energy was gone. His fight with Ko, the face stealer, y'all remember him? Aang had to put the whole steel face on. So his fight with Ko basically almost ripped a hole between the realms, the spirit realm and the earth realm, which we know is kind of a fragile barrier anyway from what we see in Korra, right? So, moving on. Avatar Yang Chen. Yang Chen was before Kurik. She was the last airbender. Before Aang, Avatar, So, was she before Kurik? Yeah, she was right before Kurik. Anyway, Yang Chen was spiritually connected to her past lives even as a child. And she was the first airbender airbending avatar to snatch the breath out of somebody's. Like she's snatching your breath out of your lungs. So you can run, you can hide, but if you breathing, she gonna stop it. Avatar Roku. We see Avatar Roku's story, right? We get to see some of the stuff he did. He was real quick to pick up on training. He was real quick, like he was out doing masters, you know. And he defeated Fire Lord Sozin. Kinda. If he had actually defeated Sozin, other than just telling Sozin, y'all see Daisy in the background? Look at Daisy. Look at my Daisy bug. Anyway, if he had actually killed Sozin, the Fire Navy wouldn't have been able to push as far as they did. And they did push. They definitely did push. Fire Navy almost won if Aang didn't come back when he did. So, you know, that happened. That was a thing that happened. We see that he mastered flying on a dragon. He had a pet dragon. And he's Aang's god, you know. And we see him and Fire Lord Sozin fight an active volcano. And fail. That's how he died. Avatar 1 separated the spirit world from the real one. He's the first Avatar. We see him help save the spirit. I can't think of what the spirit name is. I don't know the white spirit. It's on the screen, so you probably see it. The white, he saved her from the dark one, not knowing that he was actually fucking up balance, because they needed to fight each other. So he ended up swallowing Rava. That's her name, Rava. He ended up swallowing Rava and becoming the first Avatar. He'd been all 4 elements, and they ended up sealing away Vatu. That other one. They ended up sealing away that other one. So yeah. So now that we talked about some past avatars, we don't know a lot about a lot of other avatars, but we know about them at least a little bit. And now we're gonna talk about Aang and Korra, right? So what they did, yeah, I just flipped the page. Y'all know I write scripts now. I'm not just going off my dome with these no more. I'm trying to give y'all better content. You know, I missed y'all. How y'all doing? It's been a while since we've been face to face like this. You know, just the quality time we spend together. It means so much to me. Yeah. I'm sorry for awkward moments. Anyway, let's talk about Aang's villains: the Fire Lord, Azula, the Dai Li, Zhou Zhao, Zuko. Moving on, we're gonna go to Korra's villains, right? Amon, a man that started walking around taking. Now that all the benders are coexisting in different, like in Republic City and the nations and stuff, you got somebody that roll up, want to take all of that away and start taking people bending away. He's taking people's powers away. Even authority figures, he take one of Dollar's powers away. This man didn't he didn't care. Turns out he's a bloodbender. Korra had to fight a bloodbender. How many bloodbenders did Aang fight? He didn't do that. Aang didn't fight no bloodbenders. He had a bloodbender on his team, but he didn't fight no bloodbender. Anyway, the Equalists, the followers of Amon, you know, that was all with them hands, with the electric gloves and all that good stuff. Korra had to endure all that. Her first season as the Avatar, she had to endure all that. That's how I already knew it was going to be a tough role for Avatar. But anyway, let's get into the Dark Avatar arc, right? The Dark Avatar was a whole nother Avatar. That's another person, another being, the one other human on the planet that can do exactly what you can do. And he whooped her ass. And that fight ended up fucking up the whole Avatar cycle. She doesn't have any past lives anymore. There's no more Aang. There's no more Roku. There's no more Kyoshi. All of them are gone. She's the first in the lineage of Avatar now, after that arc. So she's the first. All the knowledge that she learned from Aang and all them, she's gonna have to just remember that and pass it down. They can't access that. So the next avatars are gonna have to figure it out for themselves, because they can't access nobody else's past lives, which is crazy. But we already see that the next avatar is using a blick. So you know what I'm saying. He might not even need it for real. And if you don't know, go look at what's coming in the future of Avatar, because the world is not stopping. It's not stopping. The hype is too real. They bring in more, and we here for it. All right. Lastly, let's talk about the Red Lotus. Now, this dude's argument, primarily, right? He was talking about how easily the Red Lotus was put away prior to what we see in Korra. So y'all know the whole harmonic convergence thing happened while she was fighting the evil Avatar. That gave that brought the Airbenders back, right? So that's an important factor in thinking about the Red Lotus and how they went after the Avatar, Korra. So you got the one waterbender lady that don't got arms, but she used water as arms. She was put away. I can understand why she was easily put away. She ain't got no arms. She ain't got no arms, and she can't bloodbend. So she's not that. So she's not that special. Then you got the combustion man's daughter, who can do combustion and firebend. Now that's a problem. That's a whole boss battle by herself. Her father was the truth when he went against Aang and all them. So let's not forget the lava bender. I can't remember what his name is, but you know, the earthbender on the team. And let's talk about Zahir. Zahir, before he had airbender, was already a menace. It took them to take him down. They had to take him down. Now, even when he got airbender, Tenzin did cook him. Tenzin did cook Zahir, but all together, Korra had to fight all of them. Even after they incapacitated Tenzin. Like, when Tenzin was out of the way, Korra had to fight all of them. Aang didn't have to fight no super terrorists other than Ozai. And there's no evidence showing that Ozai is really him. Ozai is not really him. We give Ozai too much credit. Ozai did nothing, no accolades to nothing but sit behind a wall of fire and look ominous. We don't see him do nothing until Sozin's Comet come around. That man literally hid and didn't do shit but burn his son until Sozin's come around. I'm not trying to discredit Aang. I know that Aang really became that when he was growing up. You know what I'm saying? But the Red Lotus was put away after Aang had died and Korra was still a child. So dude's argument was that old man Zuko, old man Sokka, young Tenzin, and young Tunarak, which is Korra's dad, was who put away the Red Lotus. And they did that. They did that for sure. But these dudes sat all this time meditating, contemplating, like planning, plotting. They all had the skill already. But Zahir, when he became an airbender, only one other motherfucker, bruh. Only master airbenders can fly, can achieve flight. Zahir was doing that shortly after getting airbending. This man was already an airbending master, fighting masters. Immediately after getting even Boomy, even Aang's other son, when he got airbending, wasn't he nice like that? Y'all, my bad for the light. Wasn't he nice like that? So all I'm saying is, Korra had. We're not even gonna talk about Kuvira. We're not even gonna talk about Kuvira the Conqueror and that giant fucking mech she ended up coming up with that Korra had to fight. No, we ain't gonna talk about that. We ain't gonna talk about that. We just gonna go ahead and end that with saying this. Korra is not the weakest avatar. We're not gonna sit here and act like she is the weakest avatar. She just had a lot of plights and fights and battles that we didn't see Aang go through because Aang had the team with him. And remember that Korra's team didn't know if they really wanted to be her team or not be her team. When she lost her memory, she didn't have a team. So Aang didn't have to go through that like that. Let's stop playing like he did. And I know y'all gonna get in the comments acting real crazy, acting real brand new because y'all like to ride Aang. Stop it. Stop it. Y'all weird.
I said I wake up in the morning and turn my trap on. And if you thinking I ain't scribing